I'm in Amman, the capital of Jordan. And to understand this little kingdom, you have to understand that this way is Iraq, there, Israel, in the south, Saudi Arabia, and in the north, Syria. But I'm not here to do a course in geography. I'm here to meet the Bedouins.
There should be a few Bedouins who come to this market. It would seem, however, that there aren't a lot of people here today.
Very impressive. Are you Bedouin?
Bedou?
Yeah?
No, no.
No?
Bedou?
Yeah?
No?
No?
Are you French?
Yes.
Tu parles
You
français?
speak French?
Yes.
Comment te le faut?
Comment?
Excuse me?
Comment te le faut? Très bien, merci.
Très bien,
Very well,
merci.
thanks.
You?
No.
No?
From Palestine.
You're from Palestine?
I'm Palestinian.
Palestinian?
Yeah.
I want to meet some Bedouins.
Bedouins here? I don't think you will find them here. If you want to find the Bedouins, you have to go to the desert.
Yeah, in the south. That's what I thought.
Great, I got my answer. Thanks.
Amman is a bit like the rest of Jordan. Most of the people are from Palestine, and I didn't cross a single Bedouin on this market. What is sure is that I will have to go south to find them. That's obvious. But anyway, welcome to Jordan.
I'm off now towards the south, taking the road that follows the Dead Sea in search of the ideal location for takeoff in my hot air balloon. At 400 meters underneath sea level, this Salt Lake is the lowest place on the planet, a place where the origins of Christianity and Judaism mesh.
I'm next to the Dead Sea, which is usually very calm, but today the wind is blowing very strong, so it's impossible to fly with the balloon.
Straight across I can see the Israeli coast. Unfortunately, it will soon be possible to walk there, as the Dead Sea is indeed dying. The biblical Jordan River that feeds this Salt Lake Sea is victim of the region's population need for water. Change of scenery and altitude. After 4 long hours on winding roads, I've arrived in the heart of the Dana Mountains, and at the bottom of this valley, the desert the Bedouins call home beckons to me. The flame is beautiful though, isn't it?
Yes, it's beautiful.
Sold. With my faithful co-pilot Fred by my side, we conduct the final preparations for our synodrill. We opted for this small 2-seater balloon because it is propelled by a microlight engine that enables us to steer ourselves.
Allez,
Come on,
cocotte.
girl.
Allez,
Come
cocotte.
on, girl. Watch out, it's gonna hit. Our first flight is off to a good start. We hit a wall at takeoff.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
We're off! What a pleasure to finally climb into the sky. I revel in each second of this flight above this sacred land. Yeah, so cool! Not sure if you can hear me, but we are between the Dead Sea and the Wadi Rum Desert in the Dana Reserve, which is a magnificent place. After 5 days of awful weather conditions, I'm finally approaching the vast territory of the Bedouin people. I've chosen to go meet this tribe of nomadic Arabs that make up only 5% of the Jordanian population. Guardians of a unique way of life, they have adapted to one of the most hostile places on the planet. It took us 20 minutes to reach the gateway to the desert, the Bedouin stronghold. We're not in the Wadi Rum yet, but it's already beautiful. And suddenly things take a turn for the worse. The engine just stopped and we're forced to land. What is it? The spark plugs?
No, it's not the spark plugs. They're new.
There is smoke coming out here. Oh my God.
Salam alaikum.
Hello. I was sure not a single soul lived around here, but I forgot that one is never really alone in the desert.
Do you think we can find a workshop in the area where we can fix the engine broken?
لا ما بعرف كان في الجرايجر هناك في ميكانيكي يما هني ما في ميكانيكي في الجرايجر هناك في هذاك عند الطريق.
Okay, there's a village down there.
بلد عند البلد.
بلد.
Our friend leaves us as quickly as he arrived. The recovery vehicle has reached us and we go off in search of an ace mechanic, the famous Barat. What a garage.
Salam.
Welcome.
Thank you. You speak English?
No.
Yes.
Arabic.
No, come on.
كيف حالك؟
تمام ها؟
Salam.
لين.
We have a problem. Problem is oil, no good. Oil, no good. Cylinders blocked. No, we don't want to start it. The engine is blocked. No.
There is only one solution. You need to go to Wadi Musa.
Wadi Musa? Inshallah.
It's hopeless. Without the engine, we can't fly in the Senegal. It's a good thing I still have the hot air balloon. I continue my journey south in the direction of the city of Wadi Musa, where I'm going to have it repaired, in a very good workshop, apparently. A brand new housing development attracts my attention. I've heard that a lot of Bedouins are abandoning their nomadic lifestyle to adopt a more sedentary one, but I want to be sure about it.
Hello.
Come with me. The inhabitants of this village are the first Bedouins I'm meeting. I'm quickly taken care of by Mohammed, the village chief.
King Hussein?
Not Hussein, King Abdallah.
King Abdallah.
It's a sign to let everybody know that it's King Abdallah who built these houses and this village.
You have the classroom. It's King Abdallah. You understand?
Yeah.
Thank
I
you, King
understand.
Abdallah.
Thank you. And
All
thank you, King Abdallah.
the kids, they go to school.
Yes.
It's very nice of him. Very nice.
Very nice.
Very good king.
Yes.
Abdallah, Hussein.
Abdullah, Talal, Hashimi.
Here are all the kings of the Hashemite kingdom of Jordan,
de Jordanie.
who are
On aime
greatly
beaucoup
admired
ici,
here.
hein.
Mohammed has decided to introduce me to all of his neighbors. I savor my first tea, which I imagine is the first of many.
Very good. Very good chai. Yeah.
Very good. Work. No chai, no tea.
No tea, no good.
Tea good.
Tea good. No tea, no
Very,
good.
very good.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I love tea as well.
Shugul.
What do you do here? Do you have fields?
Yes.
What do you grow?
I know here.
You grow tomatoes?
Yes.
Okay.
أنت كنت hotel I work.
What is your work?
I work.
Okay, in a hotel.
Yes, hotel. أنت كنت.
What do you do there?
I am just swimming.
Okay.
قول له بس قول له ورك عقبه وهاوس.
Swimming teacher.
بفهم.
شكرا. بزاف.
هاوس.
King Abdallah has always been quite interesting in the lot of the Bedouins. Not so long ago, these men and women lived in tents with their herds, but daily hardships and the lure of modern life drove them to
gentlemen.
move to this neighborhood.
Thank you. Bye. السلام عليكم.
الله ينصر مالكنا.
Sebastian.
ينصر مالكنا.
Nice to meet you.
الله يطلع بارتك. الله يهنيك وربنا. أنا.
You speak English?
This isn't too easy. They're really nice though.
I'm from Paris, France. You understand me? Paris? You know Paris? Eiffel Tower? Okay.
We don't understand each other at all,
Pas du tout.
but it's great. She's repeating everything I say. She's laughing her head off.
Okay.
It's 12:30 and I'm overwhelmed by a wave of overexcited kids coming out of
Oh
school.
là 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 là.
You didn't have enough exercise at school. You need to do some more sports.
No sport this morning?
We're going to run a little, okay?
Okay.
Should we have a race? These prefabricated houses with all the modern conveniences are quite far from the image I had of a nomadic life in the burning sands of the desert. After an hour on the road, I finally arrive at the village of Rum, last stop before braving the dunes of the Wadi Rum desert.
It's the country of dromedaries. It's the four-wheelers of the desert.
Yeah, this is best camel in the desert. From where?
Paris.
Paris.
Yeah.
Ça va?
It's going
Ça va
really
très
well.
bien. Where are you going?
I finished 2 or 3 days in the desert. Now I want to go rest in my house.
You go to home?
Yeah, I want to go to home.
Good, good,
3
good.
days, no shower, lot of sand, in the desert.
Was the weather okay?
Yeah, the weather is very nice.
Okay. I'm very excited to go to Wadi Rum.
If you want to try the camel, you can try it.
Ah yeah?
I'm not really a big
J'aime
fan
déjà
of
pas tellement les
horses,
chevaux, alors
so
les
dromedaries.
Okay, I'm on it.
Already?
Yeah.
This thing is high. I can assure you I'm not feeling too good at the moment. I really don't feel very comfortable, but I don't want to show him I'm scared. He's sitting happily on his, but you can tell that I'm a bit stiff on mine. I'm not scared. I'm not scared. I feel relaxed. It's strange, but I feel a lot more comfortable in a wicker basket at an altitude of 1,000 meters than perched up on this animal. I have to admit I'm happy to get off.
Thank you very much.
Welcome.
It was super nice.
أهلا وسهلا.
Have a good rest.
Welcome.
Hope to see you in the desert.
I hope so.
Now that I know how to ride on a dromedary, I can feel confident venturing into the Wadi Rum. And even the sandstorm that is brewing doesn't discourage me from launching my attack on the dunes. It's here, in this astounding setting, that the famous English colonel Lawrence wrote a chapter of history with the Bedouins at his side. Together, they drove out the Ottoman occupier during the First World War. Ever since I was a child, I have dreamt of meeting the nomadic Arabs of the desert. The proud Bedouin cavaliers that made me dream when I saw them at Peter O'Toole's side in Lawrence of Arabia, the movie that picked up 7 Oscars. We definitely deserve the desert.
After all our problems, we are at last in the Wadi Rum, and I'm sure that Lawrence of Arabia would have loved to fly in a hot air balloon down here, because it's a stunning place.
Farewell electric lines, highways and mobile phones. Welcome to the desert. People actually live here. It's incredible.
Derrière,
We need to see what's behind
cette
here.
crête là-bas, là, pour voir ce qu'il y a derrière.
Perhaps we'll
on va
find
trouver
some
des Bédouins
Bedouins
derrière
behind
cette
this
crête.
ridge. Who knows? After a brief hour of flying, I catch sight of the first tents, so remotely located in this vast desert. For over 500 years, these breeders from Arabia have been traveling the length and breadth of this sterile land. In such an inhospitable environment, the Bedouins had no choice but to help one another. I've even been told that a lost traveler will always be welcome as one of their own for at least 3 days. All hell has broken loose. We chased away the goat herd. Animals really don't like the hot air balloon. We might have trouble making friends. They went straight back to the stable. It's gonna be a good test of Bedouin hospitality.
Assalamu alaikum.
عليكم السلام.
Nice to meet you. Salam.
عليكم السلام.
Salam.
Hello. Have a seat.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, thank you.
شكرا.
It's a very big tent you have.
It's 26 meters long.
Me, my apartment in Paris, it's smaller than your tent.
Doesn't mean much to him.
My name is Sébastien.
My name is Ait.
Aïd.
Yeah.
I have to tell you that I'm very sorry to have disturbed your goats this morning with my balloon.
Don't worry about the goats. You are my guest no matter what.
The legendary hospitality of Bedouins. You don't move from one place to another.
I like this place here because we are close to my children's school. I have 14 children.
From one wife?
Yes.
Wow. Congratulations.
I hope the same happens for you.
If God wants it.
إن شاء الله.
Teach me to speak French.
Oh, with pleasure.
شوي شوي.
Chouai chouai? Comme ci, comme ça.
كمسي كمسة.
So.
كمسي كمسي مخسي.
Comme ci, comme ci. Merci. Excellent. Quais?
Good.
Bien.
Bien.
Ouais.
Bien.
Bien.
مخسي.
Thanks.
كمسي
So.
كمسي.
Good.
bien.
Oh là là.
He learns fast and remembers everything.
شاطر أنا شاطر.
Ah, good mind, hein?
Thanks.
مخسي
So.
كمسي كمسي.
Good.
bien. يلا.
Yallah.
Come
Allez.
on.
علي.
Come
Allez.
on.
علي. نعم.
Come on.
Yes.
Oui.
Yes.
شراك. مو شراك فرنسا اللي راح. شراك.
C'est quand même pas
Isn't
beau,
that
ça.
great?
Hein?
شراك.
Chirac. Like the...
مو شاركوزي.
Not Sarkozy.
Sarkozy, no.
Chirac.
شراك.
I'm loving it. Chirac, no Sarkozy. Excellent.
Excellent.
هو بيتعلم اللغة
I'll teach you
البدوية
Bedouin and you
وأنا
teach me
أتعلم
French.
فرنسية.
We have a deal.
شكرا.
Thank you.
Merci.
Thank you.
ميرسي.
Ait is very proud to give you a tour of his home. I've only met the men in the family for the time being, but I'm sure the women can't be far.
Salam alaikum.
Hello.
السلام عليكم.
Salam.
سلمى مديك.
Nice to meet you. Sébastien.
Her name is Yusra.
Yusra.
يسرى
Nice to meet you, Yusra.
يسرى
Who speaks English? You speak English. Come on. Don't be shy.
هذا متجوز لها 6 شهور ولا 8.
They are extremely shy.
My name is Sebastian. Nice to meet you. Where did you learn English? At school? Very good. Do you still go to school? Yes. Of course, the women are on one side of the tent, the men on the other. But I feel lucky to be able to shake their hands, talk to them. Do the girls and the boys have to go to school?
Yes.
Very good. Are you good at school? Do you have good marks at school?
Yes.
Yeah. See you.
Don't forget, you are my teacher.
No, you teach me the Bedouin life.
You teach me French.
Yeah, I teach you French, but you teach me the Bedouin life.
كويس.
Good.
كويس. Deal.
Ait is a renowned doctor in the area, and people come from far and wide to see him for treatment. He often scours the desert for miles in search of plants that he uses to prepare his remedies. It smells so strong, it's actually like eucalyptus.
You eat it?
You eat it with sage and bread.
What do you cure with that?
It's good for colds and you can drink it for stomach aches.
Who taught you that this za'atar was good for you?
It's handed down from one generation to the next. My grandfather taught my father, who taught me.
Did you teach your children to use the plants?
I am teaching my children. They are starting to use them.
Try it out for yourself. Add a few pinches of this magic potion to a cup of very hot water, and your digestive troubles will be forgotten.
That's very good also. I find it amazing that they use the plants that surrounds them and they know the plants, what is it for.
Bedouin doctor.
بدوي دكتور.
Yeah. شكرا.
مع السلامة.
Tonight, the Sheikh Ait is making me the great honor of killing a goat to cook it in a very traditional way in this oven. How long is it going to cook in the oven?
An hour and a half.
And I'm sure it's very, very hot inside.
Yes, the fire has been lit for 2 hours now.
So the oven must be very, very hot.
While the meat is cooking, I want to help Yusra, Ait's wife, to make the shirak, the Bedouin bread. Ait is acting out the ideal movement needed, but he has never baked bread in his life. This task is usually left to women.
Huh? Sort of. Let me taste this one. I will taste mine afterwards. How many kilos of wheat do you use per month?
150 kilos per month.
That's a lot. I thought us, the French, We eat a lot of bread, but you eat more bread than us.
أنا بدوي.
Bedouins eat bread all day long.
أنا بدوي ياكل خبز واجد. بدنا نروح على
Come on,
البيت نشرب
we are
شاي.
going to eat and drink some tea.
يلا.
يلا.
It had been a while since we'd had some tea. It's about time we go back to be with the men.
Go ahead, start. Go ahead.
تعشى حياك الله.
You first.
هذا كلنا احنا دائما يوم
Bedouins don't like to eat with silverware. We prefer using our
زي
hands.
بناكل. ما في لا ملعقة ولا شيء بدينا ناكل.
It's a good thing. It's my first time I eat this, and I love it.
صحة صحة وعافية.
It's great to eat using my fingers.
The meat was cooked for an hour and a half in the oven, closed. So all the fat disappeared. And it's just splendid.
The legendary Bedouin hospitality lives up to its name. Ait has invited me to sleep in his tent, made out of goat wool. It is freezing outside and I really don't see myself sleeping in my tiny canvas igloo. The first layer is a sleeping bag. The second layer is a blanket that seems very thick and very warm. And just in case, I also have a Bedouin coat lined with goat hair. No way I'll be cold with all of this.
Good night, Abu Sabah.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night. Good night.
تصبحوا على خير.
Bonne nuit. I'm gonna spend my first time with Ait and his family under the tent. And it's just so good to be in bed. Good night.
I feel so good beneath the many layers of covers that I find it hard to get out of bed.
I'm in a rush to get to the school.
As all of Ait's children must go to school, Ait planted his tent only 500 meters away from it.
How are you doing today? Good. Good? What is your name?
My name is Fatima.
Fatima. Good morning, Fatima.
Good morning.
Don't be shy. I am a balloon pilot. In French, we call it montgolfière. Montgolfière.
Montgolfière?
Montgolfière.
Montgolfière.
Ouais, very good. Montgolfière. How do you write balloon in Arabic? The best is maybe to go outside and I will try to show you how we can make a balloon fly. Yalla! Not bad. So here we have a helium balloon. Usually we put a flame and it heats the air inside. And so the balloon flies. Should we try to do if it flies?
حاول نطيره.
Hey! خليه. No, yeah, look. It goes exactly with the wind.
يذهب مع الرياح. اتجاه
Ait really wanted to fly in the balloon with his whole family. And I managed to borrow a huge balloon since ours cannot accommodate so many passengers. The only one who seems calm and relaxed is Khaled, the adult youngest son. He really learned something at yesterday's workshop in school, and he has no doubt that this gigantic mass is going to take off.
Come with me. I wanted to bring some tea in the balloon this morning. I told him that it's not a good idea to make some fire in the basket.
Ait was a bit apprehensive about the gossip, and he didn't want us to take his daughters and his wife. So as to avoid any scandal, they are once again only men. Sons, cousins and nephews, the newest generation of men in the clan is assembled.
Ait? Ça va
All
bien?
right?
Good? كويس?
يا كويس.
Good.
كويس.
Thanks.
bien.
كويس.
Good. Very good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Merci. شكرا.
Ait was a bit nervous. We are at an altitude of about 1,000 meters, and this is a new sensation for him. He is relaxing a bit now after spending the first half hour in fear. This is the maiden flight for all of them. Bedouins are not very talkative, but I can see from close-up that their eyes are sparkling. I don't feel like I'm the only one enjoying myself on this flight.
Obviously, he's happy. No way.
Things are getting better and better. Ait wants to throw himself overboard now. Everyone finally relaxes, and we're off for one last crazy half hour.
Bogos. Beautiful man.
After this unforgettable flight, we are going to land once again.
Beautiful flight. I enjoyed it a lot.
go.
Okay? You don't need help.
أنا بس رجعت. هات الفروة يا. بدي أعطيك تشد هالشاي منه.
I think he's desperate for a tea.
طعمت زعتر.
So, Ait, I'm so glad to have been able to fly over this magnificent landscape with you. You know, you invited me in your house, and I feel like it's really great to be able to share my passion for ballooning with you.
If you come back one day, remember you have a brother here in the desert.
Okay. I will.
Now I really need to drink some tea.
I know. We are going.
He can't take it anymore. He's really suffering. I got him to admit that he drinks about 80 teas every single day. Moved by Ait and his family, I leave the Wadi Rum desert behind and head north to Wadi Musa. I want to meet another Bedouin tribe that lives right next to the ancient city of Petra. This afternoon I have an appointment with an amazing old man who knows Petra better than anyone else.
السلام عليكم.
عليكم السلام. اهلا وسهلا مرحبا. كيف حالكم؟ كويس؟
How are you? Good?
Very good. Very good. What is your name?
الويجع.
الويجع
سلمان.
الويجع
سلمان. البدو.
How old are you?
105 years old.
You're the memory of Petra.
وابوي
I was born in Petra.
He spent his life there, and his father take his
My parents raised me there, and I even met my wife there.
Do you think you would love the site now, or you prefer it when you were living down?
I will always love Petra, but I preferred when I lived there.
What is your best memory in Petra?
My happiest memory is when I was cultivating wheat. I remember endless green fields in the middle of Petra. I will never forget that.
What is your best story about Petra?
All I need to do is to look at the mountains over there, and I feel like I still live in Petra.
The ambience of this place is very special. What is your secret to live so old?
God.
God and cigarette. But for 105 years, you look very fine. Shukran.
سلم عليه سلم.
He's incredible, this guy.
Wadi Musa was still a village not so long ago. However, now more and more tourists are coming here each year from all around the world to admire the archaeological site of Petra. I'm dying to go to take a quick look at it myself, but I managed to get lost.
Salam. Salam.
Hello.
Do you know the way to Petra, the antique site?
Here.
Down the road?
Okay. Straight. All right.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, okay. 2 kilometers in Zakar. 2 kilometers in Zakar.
2 kilometers by car.
Outside Petra. Inside Petra.
Inside Petra.
3 kilometers.
3 kilometers by walk.
By walk.
By walk. Okay. One takes in 5 minutes, 6
10 to
minutes.
15 minutes, you are in Petra.
Oh, in Petra.
Oh, but I can go by foot.
By foot,
3 kilometers.
3 kilometers.
D'accord. All right. Vous parlez
you speak
français?
No.
Yes, a little bit.
I am Egyptian.
You're Egyptian? Okay, that's cool.
I'm really excited just thinking about discovering Petra, but it's forbidden. Up at dawn, I spent an hour scrutinizing the skies, trying to reassure myself on weather conditions.
I can't believe we are flying in Petra this morning with a hot air balloon. It's just the most amazing place in the world to fly, I think. We'll see. You managed to put the cables this way?
Fred, I'm pulling really hard because there's a sharp sign over there and I don't want the balloon to hit it, all right?
My only concern is not to hit any stone, any ruin, because we would be in trouble. See you guys. This is awesome.
Petra has been inhabited since prehistory, but the sculpted facades can be attributed to the Nabateans. Having lived here for over 2,000 years, these trading merchants found fortune thanks to the spice and incense trade between the Red Sea and the Mediterranean. At its peak, Petra was home to 40,000 people. At that time, the Nabatean kings had countless mausoleums dug into the sandstone, over 3,000 in all. Not only are all of these monuments of breathless beauty, but the natural surroundings are a masterpiece alone.
No comment. Enjoy.
Really quite incredible that people lived here.
and the whole site is dug directly into the rock. I think we're the first as well as the last to have taken off in a balloon from the Roman road. The development of the maritime trade hastened the fall of the Nabateans, and the Romans used it to conquer the city. On the UNESCO list of World Heritage Sites, one of the wonders of the world,
Je pense que
there aren't
tous les
enough
superlatifs
superlatives to describe
ne suffisent pas à décrire Petra.
The site is still closed to the public, and I'm very surprised to meet these two kids.
Salam! You want to jump? Come! One and after the other, okay? Come. Hello, Ahmed. Yeah! We fly. Don't jump out, huh? You want to try? Yeah. Allez, come on. Very good. Yeah.
It's Selim's turn to board.
Yoo-hoo. Was it good? You like it? Okay. Bye-bye. We flew in Petra. We had children in the basket, which was completely unexpected. So, beautiful, beautiful flight.
When Petra was designated as a World Heritage Site in 1985, the 3,000 Bedouins who lived there were rehoused a few kilometers away. I have arrived 22 years too late. To escape the hordes of tourists yet to arrive, I've decided to continue my journey towards the bottom of the valley. I thought the Bedouins didn't live in Petra anymore.
Salam alaikum.
Hello.
Welcome.
Thank you very much.
Hi, Qasim.
Sebastian.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Welcome.
Qasim?
Yes. Welcome.
You live here?
Yes.
No way.
Qasim.
How come?
Come, have a look.
It's incredible.
This is where I born too. This is where my house.
No way. You're born here?
I born here. And they still live here.
No way.
Yeah. This is my kids here. Whoa. This is my cave. Come, look, go outside.
Hello, salam.
This is where I live. This is where I born here. And they still live in the same cave where I born.
That's crazy.
This is my wife. She cooking here. She make tea. This is one of my daughters.
Oh.
Salmi.
Salam.
And this is my other two boys here. I have 9 children.
Meet you?
9 children.
9 children?
Yes.
Congratulations.
But from 3 wives.
I'm very surprised because I thought the Bedouins didn't live in the antique site anymore.
But like around 20-25 families live in this area, all around neighbors. My house here, neighbor of me, and we are not. That's right. People lived 25 years ago.
inside, but in 1985, the Bedouin moved out to the village. Now still family live in this area, between 20 and 25 families.
You wanted to stay here?
We prefer to stay here in the cave.
You prefer to stay here? That's just great. I'm very impressed.
You're welcome.
I love your house.
Come stay at night here if you want.
Yeah. I'd love to. What is there?
This is kitchen where the stuff they cook keep here in this side of the caves.
What is it?
If you want to taste,
I'd love to.
Vegetables and rice with tomato. This is made in a cave.
It's even better. Very good.
You want more?
Yes.
Are you hungry?
Yes. Because we flew with a hot air balloon in the side this morning, and the weather was perfect.
I saw you in the morning. I watched you from here when you start in the morning. Around 7 o'clock in the afternoon.
That was just.
Yeah, I saw you.
Amazing experience.
I heard the sound. I was sitting in a tent around the fire, and the sound I saw was maybe a rain, thunder, something like that. Then I go outside, I look, I say, you're a big cool. You like to try? Okay. What you play?
Drums.
Drums. Oh, yeah. Can make.
I tried to play guitar, but.
You can make a team. You the drum.
I'm very, very bad at the guitar. Okay. You know what, là? Okay, that's the reason why I only have one wife and you have many, because you're a good player.
The tour continues with Gazem as my guide.
It's better we go this way. This is my garden here. This is the door. Welcome.
Thank you.
We have grapes.
Yeah.
Olives. Fig, lemon, orange.
It's a cool garden you have.
Cistern here where this is old cistern of Nabatean. Maybe you will see the water. This is from the rain.
I see the water.
Last year when they come, sand, stone.
Yeah.
Stay here, then the water continue to the big one. You see the channel here?
Yeah.
Look here. Come, see? This is the channel to going to the big one here. And there's a stairs to go all the way down to the cistern.
And you pump the water from the tank to the trees?
To the trees, yeah, that's right.
That's great.
Before I use with my hand. Take the water from the cistern up to the tree. Now I bring one and I do just, about like 5-10 minutes to give all the water, all the trees water.
Easier.
Yeah.
Gazem really wants to show me the incredible view from above his place, which is his daily pleasure.
It was worth climbing up to the top. It's a very, very relaxing place. Thank you very much for taking me here.
You're welcome.
And for...
I hope you will come again here.
I hope so. Thank you so much.
Then I will let you to stay in my caves here.
With pleasure.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Gazem.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Assalam. Bye-bye.
My Jordanian adventures will soon be over, and I have to hurry to get back into town to get the Cinebus engine back. After a short night, I enter the Sikh one last time, this surrealistic gorge which ends at the ruin of the treasury.
After my journey and the meeting with the Bedouins, who are incredibly generous, I had to fly again in Petra.
I can't quite get over it. The theater and all of the facades are dug into the rock.
What an incredible trip. I flew over breathtaking places. I met the Bedouins, who are incredibly generous, and I had to come back here to finish my trip in the antique site of Petra. See you soon between Earth and Sky. No way. Panique à bord, on a fait sur le troupeau de chèvres. Ah là 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 là, on va se faire des copains encore. Merci. Excellent. Eiffel Tower. C'est pas gagné. Hein. We fly. C'est un tel bonheur de voler ici. J'ai pas peur. J'ai pas peur. Voilà.